nānā mataṃ maharṣīṇāṃ sādhūnāṃ yogināṃ yathā dṛṣṭvā nirvedamāpannaḥ kahana śāmyati mānavaḥ. kṛtvā mūrtiparijñānaṃ caitanyasya na kiṃ guruḥ nirvedasamatāyuktyā yastārayati saṃsṛteḥ. Fifth verse, nānā mataṃ maharṣīṇāṃ. Where is that man who, having observed the diversities of opinions among the great seers, sages, and yogins, and thus becoming completely indifferent, does not attain tranquility? We have many religions, and each of them claim divine authority as its source and promise salvation and eternal happiness for those who follow them. Within each religion, we have multiple sects and subsects and numerous institutions. It is more pronounced in Hinduism, which is a collection of diverse religious traditions and practices. It has 6 darshanas or major schools of philosophy, which express an array of opinions on the existence or non-existence of God and the nature of reality. Our religious literature also reflects apparently a lot of diversity. It is broadly divided into Shruti, the heard one, and Smriti, the memorial ones. Apart from them, we also have many texts, commentaries, tantras, and sutras, which offer different perspectives on the nature of existence, the role of God, and means to spiritual transformation and salvation. Ashtavakra implies here that one should not engage in learning for the sake of learning. The knowledge which we gain through study does not open our eyes to truth of ourselves. That is, knowledge gained only for the sake of gaining knowledge and to be known as an expert in the knowledge is of no use. And also, running here and there for gaining knowledge may also render one in confusion. Knowledge has to be gained through a proper way, and the aim should be to transform knowledge into subjective experience. Chinmaya's commentary lines. He writes, Shankara in Viveka Chudamani, verse 62, warns, it goes like this. The first line of the verse goes like this. Shabdajala maharanyam chitta brahmana karanam. Okay. Atah prayatnaj jnanatvam tattagnyat tattvam atmanah. The wordy arguments are a dense forest which makes the mind lose its way and wander about. Hence, intelligent seekers should earnestly set about to realize the illumining principle of consciousness, the essential self. Tattvajñat tattvam atmanah. So he says, instead of running on here and there and going to various pseudo gurus and then getting confused, he recommends that one should approach a proper guru whose qualifications he gives in the next verse. The translation of the next verse goes like this. He who apprehends the true nature of pure consciousness by complete indifference to the world, by equanimity and by logical reasoning, and thus saves himself from the round of birth and death, is he not really the spiritual guide? This is the translation for the 6th verse, kṛtvā mūrtiparijñānaṃ verse. A self-realized yogi who has stabilized his mind and the body and cleansed his intelligence to attain oneness with the self is qualified to be a true guru. In him, the knowledge of the self shines without external aids. He is pure self because in him all traces of egoism are dissolved. He does not seek personal glory or expect others to put him on a pedestal and worship him. Since he is permanently and inseparably united with pure consciousness and spiritually disinterested and dispassionate, his teaching and guidance are without selfish motive and desire. What flows out of him is but the true light of the self. He may not have the popularity of the seers and sages. He may not even be recognized by masses in general as a realized master. But he is invaluable as guru for those who choose him for their guidance. To find him, you must have attained a lot of purity and accumulated meritorious karma. Reading spiritual books for 20 years and trying to evolve on the basis of mere theoretical knowledge through self-study, if this is kept on one side, and on the other side, mere glance of a guru who has realized self and few weeks or few months of learning at his feet, this is kept on the other side, then the second one, learning at the feet of realized guru, overweighs the former the former, which is decades of self-study. Chinmaya writes, the qualification of a teacher is not his great knowledge of Vedic content. Knowledge of scriptures is no doubt an added beauty in a spiritual teacher. But the essential qualification for a teacher is his own inner awakening, accomplished by the three means of indifference, of equanimity, and of logical reasoning. According to Ashtavakra, the direct experience of the self is the most valid qualification for a teacher. In the Gita, we are advised, jnanahino gurustyajyo, reject an incompetent and an ignorant guru. And then, instead, the Guru Gita advises, he who knows no peace in himself, how can he bring peace into the bosom of others? So, the earlier verse, the fifth verse, said mere study of the scriptures and getting lost into various schools of philosophy and in contradicting statements within the Bhagavad Gita, within Upanishads, without a proper guidance, it will only lead you into a thick forest of knowledge within which you will get trapped, not knowing how to come out. And then, what is the solution? The disciple, the seeker may ask, if I cannot rely on the scriptures, what else do I do? How do I get my goal of self-realization? Then the next verse says, go to a Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru, who may or may not be acclaimed as a realized master by the world at large. He may be unknown to the world of gurus with knowledge. He may be least popular as a realized master, but identify. Let your heart speak for yourself. Listen to the innermost voice of your heart. When at all you come across such a guru, when the heart says, here is your master, seek his feet and learn from him. And then seek refuge in such a master. Then you can cross the ocean of samsara. That is the sixth verse. Hari Om Tathā.